I know what you're thinking, I know what you're thinking. That's not rebuildable, that's a Kanger MT3. I think you'll find it is rebuildable, and I'm going to show you how to do it right now on the next instalment of my Rebuildable Diary. Yes, I've seen a couple of videos on the internet about people re-wicking these things. Actually, there are many, and you know, having used one of these for a long while now, it's a Kanger MT3. The wick does become a bit tired after a while, and it doesn't perform, and sometimes it even gurgles. So I'm going to give this a go because I've seen the videos and I think I can do it. And you know, I'm not copying anybody's technique or anything. I am just, this is part of this diary series, is to see if I can. I might try and fail. So here are all the little parts of the Kanger MT3. There are 2 O-rings over here as well, but we don't need those just yet, so let's move those out of the way. There's the base unit, there's the center pin. We don't need that either yet, so that can go away for a minute. And what we're going to do is basically wrap a wick around there, thread some wires down it, put it back together, and it's done. It's easy, isn't it? Not quite that easy because it's very tight in there, very tight. So the first thing to do is wrap a wire around this wick. Again, I'm going to cut off a length of nichrome wire here. I'm going to aim for about 3 or 4 turns, as I normally do. I know that's what I like. If you like higher resistance, you want more turns. So I'm going to grab a bit about that long. You can't see it, but trust me. So let's put it round the wick. Now the easiest way I found is if you twist the wick like that, it tightens up and doesn't unravel. So with that in mind, what I do, I hold the wick and the wire and I wrap it once. The ones that get the closest together can be the start of your coil. And it almost feels like the harder you hold the wick, it's sort of, the glass fibers sort of stiffen up. They're just tight enough to make contact with the silica. I'm going to take a couple of those last ones off, shift it all along a bit because they do move, and I think that is my wick and coil. So now what I do is I get my 2 little wires and I thread that through there and put that in there like that. Turn it upside down. It is very important that the right hand wire goes to the right hand side and the left hand wire goes to the left hand side. See, I've got a bit of a twist there. So I do not want those wires. I want to be able to identify what side of the coil those wires come from, because if they're twisted in there, you're going to get an instant short and it's not going to work right from the beginning, which is not good. So what then I'd need to do is put this little bung into that hole, but I need to thread one of those wires through it. I have put a little bit of e-liquid on that bung just because it makes it go, a little bit of lubrication makes it go in the hole a little bit easier. We all know that. This, I would say, is the trickiest bit of this operation. It's like fitting a stent into the heart of a fat otter. Now the other way we could do this, maybe, I haven't done this before, let's put this in there. Let's do that. That looks really easy. That's never going to work. It might just work. Come on, get in that hole, you little monkey. Get in the hole, you little monkey. It's not going in the hole. So you can see I've got that in there. Now all I've got to do is pull this tight. Now I'm going to trim those wires off. Snip. Yep. Right, and we're ready for a test burn. Right, so that's all together. It's way too long. Yes, it is too long. It's way too long. But I'm just going to put some juice on it, give it a test burn to make sure that all my connections are right. So, droppy. Put that onto the MVP. It works! It works. Right, so time to snip off those massive wicks. So it's not the prettiest wick. So I'm going to fill this up with straight up light. Now I'm going to whack it on the MVP and give it a go. I'm going to start out at a low voltage. What are we at? We're at 3.6, so it goes to 3.3. Here we go. I am back. I got the hiccups. The niccups. This has got a bit of juice in my mouth. Oh. And if I show you what's happened. Oh. Big juice leak. So, what could have caused such a terrible incident? I forgot to put a major part of the device back together. I forgot this bit. What a goon. Oh, this is a complete fail. In my haste to put it back together to try and vape it, I saw vapor. I got excited. I've got the hiccups. And I forgot to put two major parts back on the device. My chair's deflating. There's juice everywhere. I'm going to call an end to this diary. But it's important that this is documented. Because it goes to show that in this journey we're all on, you're going to make mistakes. The Kanger MT3 will be rebuilt. It might just not be now.